All right, guys, we got a fire door with a frame that's coming apart. It's a knockdown frame that's meant to be assembled on the job site, and the guys never bent the tabs that hold the top together to keep this thing united. And I've run into this in other places around the building. There's a good chance they never bent the tabs on these other sides either. But this hinge side's carrying all the way to the door. So right now, because this is collapsed back towards the wall and that miter's opened up, there's just a ton of clearance on the other side of the door. You can stick your finger in over there when it's closed. So there's tabs that get bent down inside here. And I got my flashlight shining on it. And right here, you see a slot. And that receives a tab that's coming off the bottom of the top frame right there. So we're gonna bring this back down and get that tab to slide into that slot and pull this miter back together. Now there also used to be like an angle here that came up and across, and a small panhead screw was installed in the corner of this frame to also help hold it together. So over here we have a screw, and then you'll see that second hole there. That's going to allow us access to go down from above. Once this tab is installed into that slot, coming out the other side, I'll be able to go down this top hole here. And I'm just using a straight screwdriver. And we'll be able to get on the end of that tab and bend it down. And that should have been bent down, on day one. Probably none of the tabs on this frame are bent properly, but the manufacturer does have sort of a tab access hole on top here. And that could be caulked over. Maybe you need to reveal that. So normally what I do in this situation, I got a corner. So I'll probably put a wood block here with a jimmy bar and just put some pry tension to slide this together once I line up that slot. And I can hold the tension tight while I come down from above and bend that tab. That's pretty much all we're gonna need to do. Now I might put a hillbilly angle. Since this other internal angle is actually snapped off, it was carrying all the weight. The tab was never bent and it became damaged. So I may hillbilly angle this, but you'd be surprised at how it would probably hold up if you didn't. This is the opening side of the door. And as you see, we just got a huge gap here. Other than that, everything about this door's busted today. This is missing an internal cam and spring assembly and spindle shaft. So I have new ones of those. And I have to replace the door closer, get this door closing. So for today, I just ran some zip strips to hold this bar dog since it's fire rated. Doesn't have an Allen screw. And we'll mount a new closer and it should be in good order. I'll return, get this repaired another day. That's gonna be our fire frame repair. And like I said, I'll probably go through all these access holes and attempt to bend their tabs. Now sometimes there's a second tab that's internal. Right there, we can kind of see the tab right there. That's going through that slot. And sometimes there'll be another tab, up more in the center here. And that we don't have access to. So we're just gonna have to proceed with what we got. Whoosh, get it together. Rock on. There's your good view. You see the horizontal tab that's gonna poke into that slot. It's just missing it. We'll just pull down on the header or raise on this right side jam and get that to slide together. Bend it.